Hi, my name is Adriane Tabag and I'm with IdeateTV, and I'm standing here with Paul Dini. Paul, tell us a little bit about your background.
My background, I've been working in animation for years, and I've been very happy to be associated with the DC Comics characters over the years, doing things like Superman, Batman, and also for Warner Brothers, things like Duck Dodgers and Tiny Toons, things like that. And I continue to do cartoons, and I have a lot on my plate right now, so keep them busy.
That's fantastic. I have to say I'm a huge Tiny Toons Adventures fan, huge. And so about Tiny Toon Adventures, actually, do you have a favorite character that you wrote about for Tiny Toons?
Oh, man. Plucky was always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Babs was a lot of fun. Babs was a lot of fun because nobody had ever done a funny female Looney Tunes character, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because male characters, people feel a little better seeing male characters taking physical punishment or stuff like that, or they just had never developed, them to any great degree. So it was fun working with Sherry, who really had a handle on Babs, coming up with some really fun episodes for her. Plucky was great because he's a little like Daffy, and you could take him to that, very angry, egotistical, I'll do anything for attention type place. Buster, they were all a lot of fun.
Yeah. And Montana Max, even.
Yeah. I'm delighted how Montana is doing these days. He's running for president and doing very well. Every time I see him with his fistful of money talking about how wonderful it is to be rich, I can't help think he's got a very, a real life parallel out there.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I won't vote for him, but good luck, Monty.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Now, I know you're short on time, but can you tell us a little bit about the comic that you have coming out?
Sure. I've got a comic coming out in June, in late June, the 21st. It's called Dark Knight. It's a graphic novel from Vertigo, DC, and it's an autobiographical story that actually takes place at the time I was working at Warner Brothers. I went through an attack at the time, a physical attack, and it took me a while to recover from it. And it was at the time I was writing Batman, so it deals with not only my recovery and the emotions I was undergoing at the time, but also the fact of, do I even want to write Batman again? The character's lost all meaning for me, and I just want to walk away from that and either go back to writing, happy-go-lucky, silly stuff, or write nothing, and you just kind of withdraw for a while. And it's about the choices I made during that time and how I worked myself out of it.
Wow.
So it's fun, and DC was always very supportive of the project. I asked them, can I use the characters in the book? It's not a story about them, but they're kind of extensions of my imagination and my emotions, and they said yes. And I'm really very grateful for DC for, it took a long time to kind of do the paperwork to figure out how is this exactly going to work and how would they fit into like a real world story. But I really think that we came up with something very special, and I hope a lot of people enjoy the book when they see it.
From the sounds of it, it looks like it's going to really affect a lot of people, and I
hope so.
Yeah, I think really just sharing your personal story, even me listening to your personal story, I was able to relate and connect in separate ways. So I appreciate that, and I know others will too.
Thank you. I mean, you work in a kind of a vacuum on these characters, and I heard recently from a police major in Virginia who was inspired by the Batman series as a kid to become a policeman. Now he works with kids and he does training programs with kids, and he's a really great guy. And he said, the reason I became a cop was it was as close as I could become to being Batman. So
very cool.
That's I'm very humbled by that he found something in work that I helped do to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With so many others too.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And one last question, I know we need to wrap up. If you could be any superhero today, who would you be?
Let's see. Oh, I don't know. I'm just sort of happy with myself as I am. So
you're your own superhero today?
Today, yes.
Awesome. That is so cool. Thank you so much.